Climate change is impacting the city of Long Beach in ways you might not even realize. On days of extreme heat, it'd be tough for produce to last, let alone enjoy this farmer's market comfortably. I'm Sarah Pila in downtown Long Beach, where I'll introduce you to the city's Climate Action and Adaptation Plan.
We have a big banner up with the new address. It's over by the airport.
The need is great in Long Beach for low-income seniors to receive a $50 grocery store gift card. Thanks to donations from multiple organizations, community activist Karen Reside has helped distribute over $15,000 in grocery cards in the pandemic so this community can eat.
Seniors oftentimes run out of money the last 2 weeks of the month. So they don't have food the last 2 weeks of the month.
Karen volunteers to help advocate and educate others on the needs of seniors, and that includes how this vulnerable group is impacted by climate change, which was blatant during an extreme heat event back in 2015, when thousands of Long Beach residents and businesses lost power for days.
You couldn't buy any food, you couldn't buy supplies because the cash registers weren't working in any of the stores.
Karen's senior living building is 17 stories high, and the power outages proved catastrophic. Things weren't tied up to emergency generators, so their elevator stopped working. They couldn't charge phones or keep insulin refrigerated, and water stopped running.
So it was 3 days before we could flush our toilets.
So afterwards, Karen became involved with the city's Climate Action and Adaptation Plan, or CAAP. But the heatwave outage was proof to Long Beach's Advanced Planning Officer, Allison Spindler-Ruiz, that climate change was here in real time.
And really just saw how these more extreme weather events, including extreme heat and extreme rain events, can really disrupt and cause dangers to people's lives.
Climate change impacts Long Beach in a variety of ways, like extreme heat, sea level rise, and flooding. So through the CAAP, the city is prioritizing developing strategies as well as changes to infrastructure, policy making, and budgeting to reduce carbon emissions 40% below 1990 levels by the year 2030.
That's a statewide goal that the state asks each city to help participate in. So our CAAP lays out a roadmap for several different policies and programs to help us get there.
And at the federal level, with President Biden's announcement to reduce carbon emissions in his virtual Leaders Summit on climate, that move is meaningful to the CAAP because its funding and precedents will help support Long Beach reach its climate change goals.
Especially for larger infrastructure projects, the federal government has a very direct role, particularly when we think about something like sea level rise. It has to do with the oceans, which have state and federal regulations, as we think about the port.
For Karen, doing her individual part to combat climate change means walking to the downtown farmers market instead of using transportation, where today she grabs her favorite berries.
And they're delicious.
But as days of extreme heat are expected to grow, perusing the market is hard when temps reach into the 90s or greater.
I don't like to come when it's really hot.
So she'll continue to stay informed with CAAP and advocating for the needs of her senior community to make the lives of older adults better.